Thumbs up. Let me know a thumbs up when you can hear us. I like it, baby. That's what we talking about, baby. Welcome to episode 30. We got it. We got there. In honor of our 30th episode. Shout out to all y'all who been tuning in and keep on going. Look, I feel like fucking it up on this motherfucker really quick and let y'all know something. Ricky has been working hard. Ricky got a promotion, child. There's been a lot of things going on in Ricky's life. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. I need some drink in my cup. Cheers, hey. I want something up. I want to go missing. I need a prescription. I want to go higher. Can I sit on top of you? Nobody's been. When is it where you been? Hey. Until you see fire, say stars, until you elevate, until you be mine. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to put something up. We here on the 30th episode, and we had to break it down with some good old R&B, bitch. Because the first thing we're going to talk about is some good old R&B, bitch. Escape! We're calling you down to the docket. Why? What we need from y'all is understanding. And we're not talking about no more the cases with T.I. and Tiny drugging people and raping people, or even with Candy and Tar allegedly drugging and raping people, according to Phaedra. What we talking about is, why is Escape breaking up in front of our eyes? There is going to be a Bravo show coming on in March. SWV versus Escape. They did it in the verses, but I guess they wouldn't do it again for a white man's to dime in a white man's time, honey. And I ain't mad at them. Go ahead and collect the coins, mamas. They said it's going to be the top reality show on the network, and I believe it when it comes to how Housewives of Atlanta has been performing, or the lack thereof, and the Married to Medicine girls been trying to carry the whole network, and the Potomac girls keeping it alive. But these Escape honeys trying to come through, and when we say come through, they trying to say that Tasha, Big Bad Wolf, I call her Belinda China Shop, because she is a bull in a China shop. The bitch comes through and she's like a wrecking ball, honey. And before Miley Cyrus even thought of it, she is a destructive woman when it comes to the vocals. she could say the lady is a powerhouse. She's the definition of that. But she sometimes don't have control of her voice. Tasha loves control, and she loves to be the queen bee. And her and Candy at this point are vying and fighting still for that Beyonce spot of the group. And we know this comes from out of the 90s when Tasha left the group, was trying to go solo. Well, all the producers are trying to work with Tasha. She was answering all the deals. And she told Candy and her sister to go model, and she told Tamika to go have her babies. And you know, that story's a rap. That's the story, child, allegedly, according to their unsung. So I'm not surprised that this crack is being revealed in this new reality show. And as far as Tamika and the Sky Sisters beefing, more like that. Come on, sisters beefing. All this for a one-night only show y'all supposed to have with Bravo. The coins ain't that much. It's for y'all to be breaking up y'all family now. Talking about the mother was being disrespecting and all carrying on. And also this scandalous that came out about Tasha's husband, Rocky Bivens, allegedly having a love child on the way with his mistress, honey. his jump off child, his thought on the weekends. On the weekends, they all got one. And he came forward like they always do when they're not getting their attention that weekend because Escape was popping and his side piece was not. So she came out and with the stories, and but we don't want this to interfere with anything Escape has going on. They received the Soul Train Woman of Soul Award, and they deserved it, honey. They are what R&B is supposed to be. Tasha's so much she gonna do this gospel album, nobody gonna buy it. Tasha gonna do a solo album, nobody gonna buy it. Escape wants to do music, nobody gonna buy it. But what we will buy is Escape tour. We will see all four girls. I don't want to see no handicap Escape. Like I want to see all the girls on commission doing their damn thing, singing all their little secrets because we know they all got some. And that's what it is. You got to milk your best and go to your strengths. Escape being all together is their strength. So I don't want them to break up. What we also don't want to break up is this cast of Real House of the Potomac. Now they've been providing the content we need, honey. The fucking reunion has started, and this whole season has been rushed. Seemingly, the editing is all chopped up and screwed. Girl, the season of reunion got me gagging. It's a mess. Starting with Giselle and Candace for real, because from the moment Giselle uttered the words, she felt uncomfortable around Chris, I knew she was jumping on this bandwagon that was, we're going to take down Chris this season. There's always this thing with the men. We're going to bang on. Michael has suffered it. I mean, Ray had it with the taxes. I mean, Juan should have had it, but we're going to talk about that too. But there's always this thing with grappling on the men and women for dogpiling that's accusations. Giselle was a part of that, and she was very messy. And now she's trying to backpedal and pussy pop her way out of it. And Candace read her down with that reunion. She said it best. You're dwindling uterus. Like you had all the time in the world, and your dwindling uterus waited to get a coin to wait till we were filming to reveal, to the world that you were feeling uncomfortable. It's not the fact that you were feeling uncomfortable, boo. We are entitled to the feeling uncomfortable around anybody we want to feel uncomfortable around, but it's the timing of when you chose to disclose that information, which we know that wasn't the first time you shared with Robin. You was just being messy on camera, and own up to it, boo. Giselle, you are the messy boo. You should have a shirt to say the messy one of the group, like, because that is you. You are the Carly Red of the group, and we all know you are the bone collector. So just stand firmly on that. Giselle has been very messy this season from the things she has been trying to extract from Mia and her relationship with Jacqueline, to the way she's been attacking Karen about her thing with Charisse, to the way she came in Candace. It's just all just a big fat mess, like Candace said, to circumvent, honey, everyone from talking about her dwindling uterus. And I applaud Giselle for the tactics, but they don't work. And another person they won't work for is you, Robert. Robert Dixon and her roommate Juan got married, and we're proud of them for actually signing that piece of paper after living like refugees out, and depending on each other to survive for the last 10 years. So if that's what Robert wants to do, that's what Robert wants to do. But Robert also was not very forthcoming about the cheating allegations. Not only the cheating allegations, Juan cheating on her, because we all know Juan cheats on her. Juan don't love her. Juan don't like her. Juan said on the camera already, if he could do it differently, he could be in another relationship, he would. It's the kids that got him stuck there. Trust and believe. When those kids are grown and gone, Juan will be too. Robin, know this. You are a placeholder. And a lot of men get in these situations, and they want what's best for the image. And Robin, you are best for Juan's image. You are his childhood crush. You are the one that took him in after his parents passed. All these things. Y'all have so much history. You've been his only kids, his sons. And of course, he's not going to leave you, but he doesn't want you, mamas. And he's showing you that time and time again. And for you to marry him, you to pay for that wedding, you to set everything up, and all he had to do was show up. It's showing of how someone is more into you than you are into. He's just not into you, girl. And like Karen said, this is a fake the world situation. You so hell bent on trying to frame Charisse as being a grand dame when the bitch is a grand damn mess. and she really doesn't deserve a spot like she doesn't have on the show. And you keep championing for this woman that doesn't exist. Wow, that's the exact situation in with your marriage, something that doesn't exist. Robert, talk about those allegations from Coppin State University, where a young athlete was coerced allegedly by one of the coaches, blackmailed to send nude and sexual images of himself and try to coerce into sex by one of the coaches, and he told Juan about it, and Juan said nothing. That's why he was named in a lawsuit. We haven't talked about that either. So many things that Robert could be talking about, but Robert always talking about Karen, 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 Karen. Make a song, Rob, because at this point, bruh, you're tripping. Get off her dick. So we're going to back up off of that. Mia and Wendy was a hot mess. We're going to get into more of that when they talk about that at the reunion, but we know what happened. And we talked about it on the podcast already that Wendy was in the right, of course, and she handled it like a graceful queen she is. Mia was wrong, 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 and deserves to go under the jail. And that's the end of that. You know, she wants cancer so bad, get it. Eminem is suing Jizzy and Robin for the reasonably shady title, child, and I think that's hilarious because they deserve it. And not that Eminem knows who the fuck they are. It's the fact that, yeah, yet another one. Because God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of light skin and the green eye bandits and all these shenanigans y'all been pulling all these years. God will always pull the curtail from underneath y'all hoes. When he said he would make your enemy your footstool, he meant it. Hey, Karen, the Grand Dame of Potomac. And I'm proud to say that Nene Leakes was right when she said, a lot of these girls are not stars. They're not. They're not superstars. They're not on spinoffs, having spinoffs like Candy, like Nene, like Karen has, like Portia. They're not bankable. They're not marketable. They're not on other shows like Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Apprentice, Glee, Broadway. These girls are not forging paths of their own. They're just basically imitating what they've seen over all these years. And my opinion, they definitely should be taking it out of a damn rain and riding that motherfucker because it ain't gonna be around long. We've already seen the formula go and come, and we know what it takes to make a star. And like Nene said, you got the eye, but you definitely missing the T boo. And speaking of the T boo, Carisha has been called to the motherfucking carpet for her sugar daddy's relations with Ziddy. Girl, we all know Ziddy gay, allegedly. Honey, Diddy is bending over for French Montana like he always did, child. We got photos to prove it. Diddy is one of these sugar daddies that gets what he wants. And when it's like what he wants, it's what he wants, whatever he wants. And that means Carisha, the hottest city girl at the moment, and she has her show out of it, and she's working him like he's working her. And even though he got all this baby mama drama, the girl is still around. And we gotta say, we love that she like golden showers and honest about it. Stand firmly in all fucking temperatures of that piss, bitch. We don't like what R. Kelly was doing, but if she like it, we love it. Go ahead, Carisha, in all her glory and the fact that she has been able to separate and make a name for herself. And, fuck on one of the hottest DL niggas in the country. They gave her a promise ring, child. We still doing that? Let me call Sierra and ask her. And Tiffany Evans, child. You be my promise ring. I said yes. There was a lot of nasty tea I saw though about a Kim Porter book that was supposed to be released. Kim Porter, we know, is Diddy's ex, his baby mother of the twins who passed, and of a Christian as well. Is his mom who passed untimely, and it was like a shock to the world. One of those deaths that nobody was ready for. Nobody could still take. They said Kim was writing a book, and it was like real nasty as far as the allegations that were in it and things that were said. I believe her. I believe her. I believe it. The same thing was happening with Floyd Mayweather's ex, and we know what happened with her. Unfortunately, she just passed, and I'm like, That don't just happen, child. So some of the things that was said in Kim Porter's book allegedly was she was saying about it was saying Diddy's relationship will be exposed, and then some things in the relationship, footage of the encounters, the women he slept with, the STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, an explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being pregnant by Diddy. You hear what I'm saying? These are the things that were supposed to come out in Kim Porter's book. Child, the fact that Mary J. Blige had an abortion from Diddy, the beatings that Kim took, pushing him down the steps in 2007, him breaking his foot, and how she also used to use a strap on him. Nothing I'm surprised by, but all I'm like, bitch, it makes sense why Kim is fucking gone today. Never forgotten. Because ain't no way, in the words of Aretha, that I'm just about to show up missing and show up dead after I wrote all this explosive ass tea about Usher getting the STD, honey, and all these things. It was more like she went on about Diddy would call Al B, like, cause she protected him, and he wanted to fucking fuck Al B up because she gave Al B his first child, and how the East Coast and West Coast fake they're having beef to eliminate Biggie and Pac to obtain their master's child. Allegedly. They were planning to come together to challenge Bad Boy and Death Row to own the rights to their music. It's a lot. It's just too much. It really is. Like all that shit. Somebody call Faith Evans. Because she knows something. Somebody knows something that they're not telling. And I feel like some people's careers has been sacrificed in the process. Mary getting an abortion from Diddy. Come on, Mary. Ain't no way. And she sung that shit with Whitney at the Divas. So I don't even believe this one point. And another thing I won't believe is Phaedra Parks is joining them Married to Medicine. We love us some good Faye. Is that the classy attorney or the Wilhelmina model? At this part, she said you read up my Aquafina because you sitting on Captain Crunch. Win a case. Stay out of the case at this point, bitch. At this motherfucking point, Phaedra is joining Married to Medicine this for season 10. She said she was given lawyer after dark when she posted some racy photos of her online. The girls weren't here for it, as they usually are not when it comes to professional people trying to be sexy. You know, teachers can be sexy, lawyers can be sexy, doctors can be sexy. When you are a respectable member of the community, people don't expect you to have a life outside of that. So, Phaedra, you fall in that caliber, and we know, like we already talked about, you framed Candy of trying to rape and drug Portia and drag her to her dungeon, which we believe, but which we found out was just hearsay. And now you're after how many seasons? Phaedra left season 9. It was season 10, 11, 12, and 13. And they just did 14. So like that was 5 seasons. So now they're going into 6. Phaedra has been gone for like 6 seasons now. And we missed her. The world has been championing her. I made a fucking what would you call it? When you gotta sign all of them signatures. I was about to say GoFundMe, honey. I made one to get Phaedra back because I felt like the show has lost its luster and it's lost a lot of its packing power that Phaedra provided with her stories, her content, her shade, her messiness. And we miss it and we love it. And we can't wait to see it in Married to Medicine. We was thinking and percolating about who the fuck will she get into it with a Married to Medicine. And there's so many opportunities there. What we don't want to see is a Phaedra versus a Dr. Heavenly. That'll be catastrophic. And we ain't got time for that because we love both ladies equally and they hold this very special place in our hearts. But we would love to see, and when we think what happen is a Phaedra versus a Quad. Because Phaedra, as we know, dated Quad's ex-husband Gregory Lunsford in college, and she has a relationship with him outside of their dating. They have a relationship still. Gregory we know is engaged now, and we hear that the Bravo people are shopping his fiance around on the show to try to get on across feathers, which we don't think will work. But with someone Phaedra, if Phaedra brought the damn fiance up around, then yeah, girl, we got a problem, we got a case, and we got a scene. I'm ready, and I'm gonna be there to watch, child. It'd be just like when Jocelyn popped up and got Toya eyes right on together, had her running out crying, screaming. So we hope that Phaedra will bring Married to Medicine to this housewife status, because 10 seasons, that's not just something to just say. Like, yeah, Married to Medicine has 10 seasons, and that's a reputable show. It's like, why is Basketball Wives still around? That has 10 plus seasons. So, like, when you say a reality show nowadays has 10 seasons, that's a stand up and clap. Definitely when it's an all black cast, bitch. Bitch, you gotta give it to them. And then they all married. It's Buckwad. And they all black and they all married, and we love it. They all are people of color. Let's say that. We don't know what they're gonna do with that Anila character, and we hope they're gonna send her all packing. Speaking of sending them all packing, Mariah, not Huck from Murder Medicine, but Mariah Carey, the queen of Christmas. I was thinking about I was about to say high notes, but we know she can't hit those no more. The queen of Christmas, is definitely trying to get full custody of them babies. Remember when she used to call them babies? Child, them twins, honey. Nick has been sowing and seeding all around town, and she's had enough. We know that now that her twins are 2 out of 11 kids that Nick Cannon has, and he's fathered most of his kids within the last decade, and the twins are almost teenagers at this point. So that they were his first kids. And Mariah, I know, regrets this situation bad. She's like, damn, with my Florida Evans voice. Like, how the fuck did I, child? And that dick, y'all saw that dick online? I'm just saying. But Mariah, them twins are definitely going to bring the next era of what you didn't even expect your career to be. I guarantee that. But what I will say is Mariah deserves custody of her twins. We always see Mariah with her twins. We saw it on when she was getting her start on Hollywood Walk of Fame. The motherfuckers being ripped from her arms, screaming and wailing with the arms stretched out wide. And Mariah was sitting there like a glamorous diva. Like, somebody get these kids out of my fucking face. And I lived. I lived. You want to know what? I lived. I love Mariah and her antics with her twins. And I think she definitely deserves custody. We know Nick he's on this whole rampage of sowing his seed and just multiplying his generation and not caring about anybody who it affects in the process. And we know for that reason, Mariah deserves primary custody to be able to influence and basically make all the decisions on their school care, their health care, their home care, and like as far as everything that comes and goes. And she deserves it. She works for it. And she is a legend and an icon, and she's the moment. We love Mariah, and we love Nick too. But Nick need to get his shit together if he wants his twins in his life full time. And if he don't, then say that. Because at the end of the day, it's right. Like, Nick, it can always be a rap. Mariah, you don't need to be doing TikToks for Kim Kardashian either. You way better than that, baby. I thought I'd touch you better than that. At the end of the day, you will always fall into that white side you have. People will still be like, Mariah's still black. Child. That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother situation. Beyonce. While we started off with you, we definitely don't want to end with you. Your shenanigans have once again put us in a situation of reprieve. Not only are you the most Grammy nominated artist, you're a bitch. I can't stand your funky ass. Like, all the shit you have accomplished. It's really, really driving me crazy how they suck on your pussy lip. And it gotta hurt at this point. Like, the overratedness and the always being that one. Like, I'm with you when I'm with you. Like, things you deserve, you deserve. Plastic Up the Sofa, you deserve that Grammy. Best album of the year, you deserve that Grammy, even though that's not the one you didn't get. But all these other ones, just the feeling, just to make you come. I don't. But and that's a double entendre, bitch. Just to make you come, honey. I don't like it. I don't like you either. You went to Dubai to get shitted on. The girls were mad at you, Beyonce. And when I say the girls, I mean the queen. I wrote a blog about it. Beyonce goes to Dubai to get shitted on. The girls are in an uproar, and I'm glad Juan Dixon is not here right now because the Beehive will be taking the stings this time around. They are dragging breath, Bianca, after accepting her $24 million donation towards Ivy Flop, because we know their sales has went down according to Adidas, and not showing any level of appreciation for the very community that put her on the map, the L, the B, the T. According to the blogs, not us, the halitosis carrier was spotted rocking devil worshiper gear and illuminating for the Illuminati, as usual. She even made up with her cheating daddy after firing him for her cheating husband. Little Blue Ivy was there, singing like her daddy. I remember when she folded in mommy's tummy like Chipotle. We stand at Dexter's Lab, baby. The gays weren't having it, honey. With a set list that included all but not any gay anthems, none from her last gay album, or any gay references since she rode the coattails of the community this whole time. The people are gagging it for all the wrong reasons. Do the left, do the left. Y'all already know I don't like Satan's wife, anywho. The one who killed Aaliyah, allegedly. The one who ended the careers of all your faves with one name. Look them up. You probably can't. It's a reason it was called Destiny's Child, when it should have been Destiny Stank Ho. I'm not the only one disgusted when I see the name Beyonce. Her own fans are truly disappointed with the horse lady's antics. Dubai is known for being a country that despises and criminalizes the LGBT lifestyle. In little words, being gay in Dubai is punishable by death. This wouldn't be the first time the diva, I'm a diva singer used the gay community and culture and left them high dry, bald-headed, and confused. Remember Messy Maya, who she allegedly settled a case in court with over copyright because, once again, Yafe can't read nor write, yet alone come up with a damn beat like Candy would find. Stay out of the case. I've been over her antics. Ever since she released a gay album a year ago and we ain't got a gay video yet, singing songs like Brown Skin Girl, Naughty Girl, we be all night. But you can't call her Matilda and sing Miss Honey. Miss Honey. You can't call Matilda and say Miss Honey. What's her name? Miss Honey, bitch. I don't support everything anybody does. And this wouldn't be any different. Just as irresponsible as the hoe that sculpted and that sculpture of Martin Luther King sucking his own dick, all this cult related and mob related anyway. $24 million is a hefty price, and I know somebody paid on the bike end. According to Forbes, Beyonce headlined the launch of Ritzy Atlantis, the Royal Hotel in Dubai, where the songstress reported to have pocketed $24 million for the hour-long set, according to the multiple reports, making her one of the highest earners in the lucrative world of exclusive events. $24 million for the same 1-2 step, child. Anyway, y'all want something from Target? Yeah. Read my blogs. That's all I'm saying. Because my writing and be with everybody, we write differently than we speak, and sometimes I be writing that shit, and I be forgetting I even wrote that shit. So we stand at the Dexter's Lab, baby. Usually around this time, we like to do the recap, and the recap is when we just recap the week, but we ain't really prepare anything. So we just gonna scrap that and go on to Miss Janet. Miss Janet. Who? Miss Janet. Miss Janet. Who was banned from the Grammys and CBS affiliate markets. And we like still not understanding the Grammys this and how they wanted to honor her, but don't know how to make amends for the titty thing. It's a titty. Oh, this over a titty. Come on, y'all. There has been worse things going on, and Janet is not one of those artists that is controversial at all. And this is the one thing they try to stick to her back. And we in the black community don't give a fuck. It has not affected or moved, shaken her career or her stance in our eyes. She's still the legend. She's still the icon. She's still the moment. She hasn't been to the Grammy since she's been banned, and I don't since the super around the Super Bowl time, and I don't blame her. I won't go either. They need her more than she needs them. Clearly, they talking about her more than she's talking about them. And even though this Justin Timberlake figure has been allowed back, Janet has still not been allowed her moment. And it's not even that she needs it, but she deserves it. Out of the controversial performances that they have on that motherfucking stage, like Sam Smith worshiping the devil, Nicki Minaj doing the same, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj, Nicki Minaj. There's been so many disrespectful ass performances from Prince to Madonna. For y'all to even have this stance towards her is ludicrous. And I'm not talking about the rapper. Don't even come in my face like that. Another one of those performances that y'all try to make something out of nothing was Rihanna's Super Bowl performance. The bitch was clothed from head to toe dressed in her devil gear. Like, she definitely only did this Super Bowl performance to show y'all bitches that she was pregnant. She didn't want to do a photo spray. She didn't want to be caught by paparazzi. She didn't want to make an Instagram video. The bitch wanted one of the biggest marketing opportunities of her lifetime. You know, they don't get paid for the Super Bowl, so it wasn't a big check on the front end. But on the bike, her album sales did go up 680%, which is a lot from someone who hasn't released music in over 7 years. And this little shit that she did for the Black Panther, they ain't listening to that. So it's all about those hits that has kept her alive in music for all these years. And there are a lot. And don't get me wrong, Rihanna has hits on hits. And she doesn't have to perform, but she can't. Not because she pregnant again and another gonna be a baby mama too by a nigga that ain't gonna wife her, just like Kylie Jenner. But it's because she just has never been that dancer or that performer. She's never been out of popping, locking, and dropping for us and making it rain. But we love and respect Rihanna for her ability. And for me, that has been that ran through light skin girl. Child, that giant, she gonna get under. You know how she, child. Nah, I'm not even gonna go there. Because if I go there, I'm about to talk about how Jay-Z gave her first deal for what she did for him when she was underage. And that's a case, allegedly. And we know how Rihanna got to what she is. But it's not about that. It's about what she made of it. A lot of these whores can't even make a dollar out of 15 cents. And Rihanna has definitely made way more than $1. She made $1 billion of them. And for that, I'm proud of her. And she's one of the only ones who I won't, like, she fucked with Jay-Z, you know, to get her spot, you know, whatever she did, but it's not about that. It's about what she made out of fucking Jay-Z to get her spot, and she kept her spot, solidified her spot, and has definitely no bitch could touch it because she made it more than just being an artist, and we love her for it, and I'm proud of her, and I know that she'll be an amazing single mom. Speaking of single mom, the Brat is going to be a single dad. We're so proud of the Brat. Like, this young man has been through so much. When I tell you, from busting a bitch in the head with a bottle to having a sister like Lisa Ray that don't accept you, to just being from Chicago, period. The Brat was the first female rapper to sell 1 million records. We are so proud of the Brat for being 48 years old and pregnant. Yes, you better work. You better. We are sending her prayers and love on a healthy pregnancy. And we hope that her and Big Booty Judy, you know, live happily ever after. You know, the newlyweds just got married and they're going to welcome in their child after having multiple miscarriages. They both suffer miscarriages. And we know that shit ain't going, you know, easy on nobody, not mentally, not physically. So we know at 48, you know, women like Holly Berry, Nia Long, women like that have babies later in the game. But this is coming from a stud. I don't want to use the DIKE word. But a stud having a baby at 48. So, they don't even like going in the guy to college and yet alone have a baby. So we just hope this is going to be a healthy semester. And to Judy's other kids, we hope that they be very accepting and the family are embracing as well as we are, because we love the Brat. We knew the Brat was getting popped and dig down a long time ago, but y'all just finding out. Hey, Brat. I love y'all for real. Y'all know who else do? Monique. She told y'all to boycott Netflix, but did y'all? I doubt it, because y'all don't do nothing on your own time. I love Monique so much because God said, "Do not touch my anointed one." And she has this new movie on Netflix. Oh, shit. Look at me just speaking. She has this new movie on BT Plus, The Reading, which is amazing. And it's nothing short of what Monique can do artistically. She's a genius. She's a showstopper. The bitch is from Baltimore. She went to my alma mater, Morgan State University. I love Monique. I have always been Team Monique and will always be through all the blackmail. You brought that white bitch to my buzzer tea, and the Oprah need to suck my dick, so does Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry sucked it anyway. Allegedly. But Monique is on her comeback game. Netflix is finally giving her documentary, her stand-up special. And she deserves it. It's like, I know she probably put that shit in her contract. Yeah, bitch, at the end of the day, I'm going to get a payout or a settlement, but I'm also going to get my special. Because that's what the fuck y'all came to me for a special, and y'all lowballed me with the offer, and y'all tried me because of my blackballism in the industry. Y'all try to blame it on with this, that, and the third, while my male counterparts, Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, were getting triple that. And don't try me, bitch. I'm Monique, and she don't have to prove that, but unfortunately, a lot of the times when you are resetting the game, you do have to prove that. You do have to prove over and over again why you should be where you are. And Monique is. Y'all should check out The Reading. And she also has another project coming out with Lee Daniels for Netflix. Lee Daniels slapped his name on that VT Plus situation so that it can see the light of day. And we're happy he did, because it showed Monique's versatility and the fact that she's able to do horror, she's able to do drama, she's able to do comedy, she did the Ma Rainey thing with Bessie, with Queen Latifah. She's able to do musicals. She's able to do anything and stretch the girl wherever you need her to go. She's gonna be there, and I humbly believe in Monique and all that she has on the industry, and I know that she'll see her light of day. All these things that goes on in the dark, honey, it's gonna come to the light. Ciao. Anyways.